again with whimsically knotted. Let me see if I can get this a little bit better. I am pulling up my iPad so that I can see what you see, because I'm flying blind when I have my phone backwards. I cannot see anything, so I don't know if I'm in focus, if I'm on the right page. If you can see what I see. So I want to make sure that we are right. All right, that's better. I know this is an unexpected time for me to come on, but I was piddling around up here earlier and I figured I might as well come on and we'll finish the other side of this beautiful angel wings. I call them memorials. To me, that's what they are. It's just something to remember someone by. These just have a lot of meaning to me. And I'm going to go ahead and sand this. I have stained the back side of this already with white from Minwax. Just regular white stain. And that way it will go a little bit faster. And that's all I've done. I've done nothing else special. I just stained it with white. I'll make sure I'm laying it the right way, because we don't want to be backwards, do we? Thanks for sprinkling, Miss Bonnie. Did you get a notification again? I just wonder why some people get notifications and others don't. That don't make no sense to me, but what do I know, right? The way I do my paint now, for the most part, I just use the paper plate as the backer. And I take my coffee filters, because coffee filters are a lot cheaper than paper plates. Fold them in half, lay one in here, and I just use one. If they stick together really well, then I use two. Just fold them in half and just lay them in here, and they fit perfectly on my plate, so I have a stable base. And we are going to use, this one is out of stock. It is called Memorial. But if you like it, if you would like it to be restocked, let Essential Stencil know. Sweet, thank you. So that's what I didn't know either, that when they update that you gotta go back in and do all of that, because I don't get notification from a lot of people, so I didn't know that until somebody else told me. This one is out of stock, but if you're interested in it, let them know that you want that to be brought back. I will be using the I Can No Longer See You With My Eyes, but I will feel you in my heart forever. I will not use the butterflies. I'm going to do something else with the butterflies. And then we will use two out of these beautiful pink roses. And I am going to measure this again, because I want it to be, I'm putting it down lower so that when I put my holes up here, it will not interfere. But I want it to be straight. So I'm kind of looking at my outline here, and I'm going to measure. It looks to me like this is bigger than this side. But let's make sure. Very seldom do you see me measure anything. But in some instances, I will measure just to make sure that I am somewhat in the middle. All right. I think I need to, yep. I need to have 4 inches on each side. Yep. All right, now we got that figured out. actually looks pretty darn straight, so I am just going to leave it like that. Where did I put my tape? You know, I rearranged my place here, and sometimes I can't remember where I put stuff. So, let's put some paint on. We've got to do the background first. Girl, I am so excited to put this down. I forgot I got to do the background. But this is what I'm going to do. I am going to make me just a small pencil mark up here. And a small pencil mark here. Hopefully we'll be able to see that. And if not, then we're going to come back and redo this all over again. Hey, Miss Carlene. Hey, Sherry. Thank you guys for hopping on. Carlene and Sherry, did you find your notifications? I am going to add a little bit of buttermilk in the background, a little bit of vintage pink, a little bit of baby blush, and then we might add another surprise color in there, but we'll see. Let's start with this first. My buttermilk is just about empty. And that baby blush is my new favorite color. And of course, I love my vintage pink. I've always loved vintage pink. Phew, look at the mess I just made. Can't leave me alone for 5 seconds and I make a big old mess. That would not have been good if I'd have picked up my board. I don't even know where I got that paint from. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Ladies. I am just going to grab a 1.5-inch chip brush. I ordered these off of Amazon and they're the pro grade supplies. And I like these. Ordered a box. They have half, 1.5, and let's see, they got half, 1, 1.5, and 2. They got 4 different sizes in there. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from light to dark. So I'm going to do the light one first. And if we add moisture, it will blend into the background. But I am going to do all the colors first, and then I'm going to do the background and blend it in a little bit more. I need to turn that down a little bit more. Let's see if that will help. I want to make sure you guys can see. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but trust the process. This is the vintage pink, and I am not going to need much of the vintage pink, so I am going to just drag my brush lightly across. And I will blend this in. Now we can take another brush and soften this. And this is what you do if you want it just softened up. You just take a dry brush and it softens it up. But if you want it blended, you spritz it with a little bit of water and then you can blend it in. And see how that just blends it into the background. And then if we want it lighter, we can add a little bit of white to it. I think I am going to add some white over top to blend it in a little bit better. See, I got very little white. Another spritzer. I have to turn my head sideways because the glare from the light is really messing my vision up right here to where I can't see too well what I'm doing because it really is glaring. I want a little bit more white right there. And I have bristles on here that will go away once I put the once I dry it, blow dry it, those bristles will go away. Let's see how we can make that stark background it look really stark colors, how we can blend it in and make it really soft. I think I kind of like that look right there. That's what it looks like so far. Again, once we dry it, the bristles will disappear. I'm going to add a smidge of rose gold in there. And I'm going to use the light brush that we just used. I'm just using the rose gold for the shimmer. Just to get a little shimmer going. Need a little bit more paint. I think that looks good. It has just a little shimmer in here and I'm happy with that. What you guys think? Because the way I'm going to put the stencil, these words are going to be in brown, dark brown, and these two words, Heart Forever, will be in green. Had to think there for a moment what colors I was using. Whoop. Oh, Carlene, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. It does look pretty. So, Carlene and Sherry, did you get notifications? Were you able to set that up? Yeah, I just don't like when Facebook changes things that are working well. Now, since we are going to be using transfers, I want to make sure that this is really, really, really good and dry. I will also sand it back a little bit, just to make sure I don't have anything on here that will interfere with my transfers. I can still see my 2 marks right here, and once we're done, I can erase them with my eraser. All right, now we can lay this back down because I know where my marks are, right here and right here. And then I'll check and see if it looks semi-straight. I think that looks pretty straight to me. Does that look straight to you guys? This oval is throwing me off. Does that look straight on there? The words straight? Being an oval is throwing me off. It looks crooked to me, but when I look at the measurements, it looks right. Because when I look up here and down here, it looks like it is right. To me, it looks like it should be tilted a little bit, but if I do that, then I am going to be off kilter. I am going to tape this off because I do not want the butterflies. And I will tell you here in just a moment the why part. I'm going to add something different. And we have different options. I've already picked something, but we have other options we can use. I am going to use burnt umber. Yes, the font isn't even, and I think that's what is throwing me because my F is really far down and this is up higher, but the F is lower than the other letters, and I think that's why I think that it is off. But if I look at the space of the stencils, it looks straight. So I am going to use it the way it is, and I think it is fun. And for the Heart Forever, I am using Hauser Medium Green. And once we get this done, I will put 2 holes up here, and I am going to use most likely chiffon for my hanger. I'm just going to bring it through and knot it on one side and use that for my hanger. I'm using the big 1/2 inch dome brush for my little words up here. And even with this brush, we dip it way too much, we'll offload it or load our brush. We still got a lot of paint in there, so then we can take it and offload it. Because these dome brushes hold a whole lot of paint. And then we very lightly go over this. Oh, this is gonna, I think I just messed up. Let's just do the whole thing green, and then we're going to come back and use brown over top, because I don't want it to mess up and you look differently, because this was supposed to be the brown. Since I started with the green, I'm going to go ahead and do the green all the way through. That way it won't look funny when I put the brown on top. See, I get to talking and to doing, and I mess up. That just goes to show you this is real life crafting. Still got too much paint on my brush. All right, now I can come down here and do what I wanted to do in green. Oh, goodness. For those of you that are joining our Soul-Filled Saturday group, it is just a regular Facebook time, 10:30 Saturday mornings. We come together and learn about the Lord. We are going to do 2 different books. We're going to start with I Am Enough by Dr. Kimberly Moore. I had to think what her last name was. And when we're finished with that one, we are going to do the one that we had originally planned. Becoming the Woman God Wants Me to Be by Donna Parteau. We were going to do that one first, but when we had our lesson on Saturday, the Lord took over like he should, and it was agreed upon to use the I Am Enough first to lay the plan for our second book so that the Lord can work in us and through us through those books. So we will, for those of you that had bought the first book, we will use that one, just not right off the bat. So don't think that you wasted your time buying it, or that we changed our minds. No, the Lord worked in us and through us, and which is totally amazing. And if you have not seen that episode, it'll be on Facebook for 30 days, and it'll also be on YouTube. So check out my YouTube channel. You can find it there. And then, like I said, we will start with I Am Enough, and then we'll go to Becoming the Woman God Wants Me to Be. And that is on Saturdays at 10:30 right here on my page. And if you know a lady or even a gentleman that would benefit from learning more about the Lord, strengthening her faith, just having a community to be a part of where, there's no judgment, and where we just encourage one another. I pray that you will invite her over to join us on Saturdays. I'm excited because it is going to be awesome. I'm looking so forward to it. I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to do the second step. The book is really amazing, and I am so looking forward to working in it. Get yourself a journal to write in so that you can remember things. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You can make your own journal. You can just copy some pages or use notebook paper, get your binder, and just make your own journal. You can glue things in there. You can use these rose transfers to make your pages pretty, to highlight things. Use colored pencils or markers. Anything that will help you to remember a passage or highlight things that are important. I want to take a peek to see. Oh, that looks so good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And now we're going to do the brown. Same thing, way too much. So we're going to load it into the brush by just swirling it. And see how it has loaded into the brush. Do not load it more than that. That is plenty in there. And then we're going to take our offload spot and just offload. And you can offload the edges too, because you have a lot of paint in those edges. See how much paint came off? Look at that. See how dry that brush is? But you'd be surprised how much paint is still in here. And then we'll just dance over these letters. And I will do 2 coats just to make sure that it looks good, that we have good adhesion. I'm not adhesion, good, oh my goodness. What is it called? The paint transferred well. Sometimes I can't talk, or most of the time I can't talk, you know me. I stumble over my words. My daughter used to correct me when I didn't say something right. And it was pretty much the same word, because there's certain words I just have a hard time saying. And she wasn't being mean by no means. She was just correcting me. But, you know, after a while, you get a little bit irritated. And I told her, I said, if you can speak as good German as I do English, then you got something to talk about. Yeah, she used to correct her brother too. She was the big sister, most definitely. I'm just going back over here just to make sure we got all the nooks and crannies, and you can see I am swirling right, I am swirling left. And I just want to say, I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you when you do the thumbs up. I appreciate you when you do the hearts. I know my heart always look weird. When you interact, when you comment, when you share your opinions, your thoughts, like when I posted earlier the tags, and you said, I would put a bow on all of them, and I finished them. I'll post some pictures tomorrow. I'll put bows on all of them. Things like that are important to me. I want to know what your thoughts are. I want to know what you think. How, you know, if I wouldn't ask you. Oh, look at that mess. It's still going to be okay. We've got plenty of brown on here, so it'll be just fine. And if these colors are slightly different from each other, I'm okay with that. It'll just give it that authentically aged look. come over this way. That way I will not get into that spot again. The reason why I chose brown, because the stems of the roses are normally more brown than black. So I wanted to go with the brown, plus green and brown go good together. And this is a dark brown, so I think this will be pretty. Oh my goodness, I love it already. That background, well, there's a little ladybug that came to visit, is perfect. I'll get a wipe out real quick to put my brushes in. I will not close the bridges on these. I will leave them because they are so small. I'm afraid that I'm going to mess them up if I try to close them. So they are just going to stay just the way they are. Does that not look pretty? I just love brown and green together, and pink or purple and green look really good together. Those are two colors that just look really good together. And again, this is a memorial piece on both sides so that you can turn it around, or you can use it for one side for your mom, one side for your dad, one side for your grandma, one side for your grandpa. God forbid, one side for your mom, one side for your child. I'm going to dry this real quick, and then I'm going to sand it again. Little ladybug, you're not going to like it over here, lovebird. And I'm using 120. And I am not pressing down really hard. I just want to get that raised lettering down. All right, that feels good. Now I'm going to add my roses. These are the ones I picked. And they are going to go right here. And then I'm going to use our Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I like these roses. They've got some shades and darks and lights in there. And I think that green matches perfectly. Take your transfer, peel it apart, hold on to the clear part that does not have paint on it. If the phone rings and you need to put it back on there, use the shiny side and you can put it back on. Hold it on those edges and just hover to where you want it to be. And I think right there looks good to me. And I'll lay it down and go from the middle out or from the bottom up. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. And for those of you that are new to me, this piece will be available. I'm trying to do them similar, but not exactly the same. Thank you. I appreciate that, Carlene. And please comment You know, Facebook likes it when you comment. That's how they gauge interaction. That's how they gauge whether I am a good creator in their eyes, whether they want to show me to other people, and whether I will show up in your feed. So please don't forget to comment, because all those things, now he's on my finger, all those things help your creators out. And remember, the St. Patrick's Day Mardi Gras or Mardi Gras St. Patrick's Day bundle is out for purchase. It is discounted 20%. You can buy the stencils individually or in the bundle. Let's see. Spring stencils are still available. If there is something that you're interested in that is not available, like this stencil right here, let them know that you want to be put on the wait list to be notified when it is back in stock, because sometimes they do restock those. There is enough interest. Let's see what else. January is free shipping the whole month of January, so you can place an order every day and get free shipping. You can place as many or as little orders as you want, and you will get free shipping. Let's see what else. Never ever ever check out without using a discount code. I was trying to give you all the tips and hints for Essential Stencil. If you have rewards or you have a gift card, you will not be able to use a code, an ambassador code from any one of us. But you can use the links. You can still use our links and we will receive credit. So if you have rewards, don't forget to use them. If you have a gift card, make sure you use it and use the links. Your favorite ambassadors, use the links and they will still get credit. Now you cannot, I don't think you can use an ambassador link and then use another ambassador's code. I don't think that works. I think it will knock one of them out, but I'm not 100% sure. But anytime you use an ambassador code, you can save an additional 10%, and it does not matter whether it is on sale, whether it is free shipping, whether you order, 3 times in a week. You still can use that discount code. And we want you to save money. That's why January is always an amazing month, because not only do you have discounted bundles, items that are on sale, you also have free shipping, and you can use, look how pretty that is, a discount. And my code is WK21. Does that not look beautiful? I think those roses are just perfect with this piece. Is it coming in? I backed up a little bit. Maybe you'll see the roses better now. If not, we'll do it this way. There is a big delay in the feed. Okay, this is what I want to do. These 2 little guys are out of the Hope, what was it called? Wings of Hope, that came out in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But if you don't like those, they also have amazing butterflies on here. You could use the butterflies and add them. But I am going to use those little birds. And I'm going to sit one right here. And the other one is going to sit right here. What do you think about the little birds? I think those will be perfect on here. I just think they are so cute. Little lovebirds. You could take music notes and put music notes on here, like they're singing to each other. Thank you, ladies. And again, thank you so much for the stars. I love these little lovebirds. They are just so cute. They got 2 different sizes in that set. I did not link this set. I linked the Stencil. Even though it is sold out, I still linked it. You can put yourself on the wait list. And I linked the roses, the pink roses transfer. I'm going really slow so I will not miss anything on him. If something doesn't transfer, lay it back down and put it back on, rub it back on. I go over it one time completely and then I just go around the edges. I hold onto it. I do not let go, especially those little feet and the beak, tail feathers. I make sure that all that is adhered well. If something does not adhere, lay it right back down. And then I just go around. If I would keep going this way and I get to the end and something did not transfer, I wouldn't be able to put it back on as good. So I just do it this way. That way I know. I'm going to hold it down here because before it didn't come on. Let me do a close up first. Look at those little critters. Aren't they just gorgeous? I just love them. I'm going to take my pencil and erase my mark down here. You can barely see it. Nobody would notice. And I could probably even sand it. I sand over my transfers. And then we have it, a beautiful piece, beautiful memorial piece. Like I said, you can use one for one of your family members and then turn it around when their anniversary comes. And to the other side, I will drill 2 holes, and then I'm going to use, I might use jute and chiffon. That way it won't be too, it'll be too hard on the chiffon because this is pretty heavy. I know, I love that. And you know, that, I don't know, I feel like they're singing to each other and talking to each other. And that's why I said this is it's just a very special memorial piece to me. I just love it. Look at there, we're done early today. I didn't keep you until late. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I just love the saying. And the other one that comes in the stencil, and I know that it is sold out, but just in case they'll bring it back or you would like to have it back, the other one is, sometimes I just look up, smile, and say, I know that was you. That is the other stencil that is in this pack. So this is the 2-pack. And again, we could have used, there's the bigger birds, and we could have used, there's several different butterflies in here. And Essential Stencil has many other butterflies that we could have used. How do you guys got any questions? If not, then I will let you guys go. Don't forget to check Essential Stencil. Wednesday should be Miss Sharon Hankins in Australia. I know, I did make those flags for you. I remember, that was very special. That's, and that is another thing, like Miss Carlene just said, you can put those on a flag and it will be amazing. They look so good on a little garden flag, just beautiful. So, many options for these. I hope you ladies have a blessed evening. Hop over to Essential Stencil at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Miss Sharon Hankins with I Restore Stuff will be on. And here's one more look. I just love how this turned out. I'm just really happy with the colors and the subtleness of it. It's just very cute. And again, the green for the, you know, the trees and the roses and the leaves, all that stuff that has life, that springs out new in spring. And then the brown, most of your stems and tree trunks, all of that is brown. So I just thought that, you know, lend to each other. And then our little birds perching. Thank you, ladies. You have a blessed evening, and I will see you sometime soon. I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow or Friday. We'll have to see what lies ahead. You know, I don't plan ahead anymore, but for the most part, I will try to come on at 6:30 in the evenings instead of at different times. Am I going to hop on unexpectedly? Probably, but for the most part, I will try to do 6:30 in the evening just to keep it simple for everyone. All right, you guys have a blessed evening. Thank you so much. Check out Essential Stencil. Order the things that you would like. Don't forget to get brushes. And remember, free shipping all month of January. Bye for now. Let me turn you down so you can look at this pretty sign and I can get up and turn this off. Uh-oh, what happened?